Hello and welcome to GHT Time, all things General Hospital. Today we're doing our daily recap. This is for Thursday's episode. So let's get our teacups, get ready, and we are going to discuss what happened in this show today. So there was a lot of folks in this episode today. We had a lot of WSB talk. There was some Tracy. There was a Josh sighting. I haven't seen her in a long time. Nathan, Lulu, and a bunch of host of others. So let's discuss what's going on with our favorite characters. So like I said, there was a Josh sighting. We haven't seen her in a long time. I thought she was supposed to be part of the getting into Windermere to spy on Sidwell and the folks, but I don't know. We haven't seen her. So Josh and Carly decided to go and have a mother-daughter time. They're at the Axe Throwing place, and they're just discussing different things about what's going on in their life. It's funny because both of them are lying to each other, and it's almost like Carly is just dropping breadcrumbs to see if Josh will bite to tell her everything, but she's still lying about her involvement in the WSB, and Carly is lying about knowing that she's in the WSB. So these two are just not telling each other the truth for whatever reason, and well, we know Carly's reason. Carly wants to take down the whole thing so that Josh could get out. But I feel like she should talk to her because I'm not sure if Josh wants to actually get out of it. But we'll see what happens with that. And then Britt and Jason shows up to the axe throwing place, right? And they're on their date. Conveniently, they're at the same place that Josh and Carly are at. And you can see steam coming out Carly's head when she saw these two walk in together. I mean, she knows Jason likes this girl, this woman. So I don't know. Carly's relationship with Jason is so sketchy because she's like the over close mom who doesn't know that her son grew up, and she's like, okay, I gotta let him go and have this relationship. She hates all of his girlfriends. Carly's like his really possessive mother. That's how what I feel like. Or like maybe she wants him. I don't know what's going on with that. But every time he's with somebody, she hates the woman. So they're there. Britt walked off, sat with Jocelyn. She wanted to get out of the line of fire. It was funny. She did say, well, at least Jocelyn took the axe from her because she thought Carly was going to throw an axe at her. Funny, funny, funny. But they was on a date, and the weird part is he had to stop his date to go talk to Carly, which is strange in itself. I mean, everybody should just know when to fall back, but he stopped his date to go talk to Carly to calm Carly down about his date with Britt. So, after the discussion, Carly voices her opinion about Britt. She doesn't like her. She thinks she's going to do him wrong. He's going to get him in trouble. But isn't it the same conversation that Jason had with her about Brennan? I mean, that's like the pot calling the kettle black, right? You can't do that. Or I mean, well, Carly can do whatever she likes because that's what she does all the time. But she really kind of needs to do some self-assessment. So, and maybe she is talking to Jason about this because she was wrong about Brennan. He's going to see that she is wrong. She thinks that he's going to see that Britt is wrong for him. But if she's wrong for him, Jason is not the type that's going to stick around. I'm sure he'll get out of there quick. Now, on a side note, I don't, at this point, I don't see the sparks for Jason and Britt that I did from before, because when they first were putting the two together, I really enjoyed it. But before she left and went to do her other endeavors, Britt. Um, but now it just seems like the writing is a little. It's just not working. I don't see these two as a strong couple, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section if you're rooting for them. But I just don't see these two lasting the long distance. So Laura has had it up to her ears with the Martin Tracy drama. So she just put it all out there. She called Tracy over. Martin was there, and she kind of was asking Tracy to stop hanging things over Martin's head. If she was going to turn him into the police, go ahead and do it. But she asked her, can you kind of pull off for the love of her? They both love Laura, Tracy, and Martin. But see, the problem with this is that I hear Laura, she's tired of it, but Martin has to fall back. If I'm right, and you tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section, Martin is the one that keeps going after Tracy, keeps going after Tracy. So I don't understand. He needs to fall back over that. He said that Tracy pushed him when they were at that deception campaign, and she didn't. So I know he doesn't like her, but he kind of needs to fall back and leave Tracy alone, or ask her out on a date, one or the other, so they can stop running Laura crazy. So Laura just is like, can you please leave her alone? She asked Tracy to please leave Martin alone, and let's see if these two adults can leave each other alone. But somehow I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is just going to escalate into more foolishness. So Tracy was talking to Chase about his involvement with Willow. And I was kind of glad that Tracy put it out there on the line, but Chase's response to her accusations, which they basically were, was so like, I don't know, they just wasn't right. So Tracy put it all out there, asked him if he's cheating or would he cheat, and he's like, I can't believe you would say that. And Brook Lynn came down later and was like, she's concerned. And then that, Chase is he's not acting like Willow actually cheated on him to be with Michael, and then she cheated on Michael to be with Drew. So why wouldn't you think that your wife would be concerned that this woman could come between you two? I mean, Drew is Michael's uncle. I mean, it wouldn't be beneath her to try to get up with Chase, right? So we already know that this is where this storyline is getting ready to head. And what's really going to be really annoying is Chase is actually not going to see it or pretend like he don't see it. And he's going to wind up losing his wife to not so innocent Willow. And we also know that Willow is not clicking too right now. So he's going to lose everything. And for what? Because he wants to be Superman? I don't know. But I'm about done with Chase. He needs to wake up and smell the coffee. Willow is not a saint. So Emma and Gio was in this episode, and they had some sexy time. But which I thought was a little weird because they said this apartment was like 1,000,000,000 degrees, but somehow they got together in this 1,000,000,000 degrees. I feel like they would have passed out. That's neither here nor there. I felt for both of these actors, and actresses because it was their first time. If I'm right, I think the actor who plays Gio, this is his first acting job, so I know this whole scene had to be strange for them. But I do like these two as a couple, and I hope now that they have actually sealed their relationship that they don't start having them go on a downfall. Please don't bring no Esme's-esque like folks in and break these two up. We're gonna see where this goes, but I'm rooting for Emma and Gio. Okay, so Nathan and Lulu. Who else felt some kind of way about this storyline? James falls, and where's Spinelli? Where is his grandmother? I understand Nathan is his father, but Nathan just got back on the scene, right? So you're making medical decisions and punishments for this little boy, and else is involved. That's a little strange to me. Lulu only calling Nathan, strange to me. Like, this is, I don't know where they're going with this. I know they're trying to pair these two up with each other, but it wasn't handled correctly. I think they should have definitely, no, other people should have been involved in this. And just kind of acting like Spinelli doesn't exist doesn't make any sense. Before Maxie went into a coma, these kids were living with her and Spinelli, and they all should have a say in this. Nathan, yes, he should have a say. This is his father, but he just got back. So I don't agree with this storyline. I think that they are pushing Lulu and Nathan together, but mitigating other facts that should be going on in here, like he has other family members. So let's do better with the writing. But I'm not looking forward to this pairing at all. Nathan and Lulu to me just doesn't make sense. So the new chief of the WSB was here talking to Brennan, who came to Brennan's hotel room to give Brennan an update on Anna. I actually had to look this guy's name up. I don't know why it kept slipping my ears, but they said Ross, that his name is Ross. So Ross is talking to Brennan. He said, listen, we lost Anna. Seems like she went on her own. And Brennan looked a little skeptical about that. But side note, now I understand why they really think that Anna went off with WSB. I didn't realize that this guy was involved with Sidwell, and they made a fake cover story to send Anna off so they could throw Anna in Sidwell's basement. So he's grilling Brennan about, what do you know about this, what's going on, and Brennan gave him like a very vague answer, stuff that they already knew. And then he says, well, I want to know who you sent in there, and I want to know, what do you have, because I know you're lying. And Brennan was basically telling him, I'm not telling you anything, because the last time I told people something, there's leaks, and I almost got my whole team killed. So I'm going to keep everything hush until this has been wrapped up. I'm glad Brennan kept that to himself, because he was going to get a whole bunch of people hurt. So hopefully Brennan can keep these people off his back for a few minutes. I don't know. If Brennan thinks that the head of the WSB is a problem, if they get this cold fusion or whatever it is that Britt is working on, this phase-on thing, what's he giving it to? Because if he doesn't trust the head of the WSB, what are you going to do with this stuff? Are you selling it on a black market? I don't know where the storyline is going. But I will say, I hope Brennan stays strong and keeps that information to himself, because I can see this thing blowing up really bad for a lot of people in Port Charles. So guys, that was it for this episode. Hit the bell notification so you can keep updated on when we drop another one. We have one more to go for this week. We have Friday's episode coming up, so Friday should be great, because it's always a cliffhanger. So make sure you hit the bell notification, hit the like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see what we're going to talk about tomorrow as far as tomorrow's episode, Friday's episode. So guys, bell notification, and I'm going to see you next time. Thank you again for coming to GH Tea Time. Have a good one, guys. Bye.